tell the people more about the advantages of our products.
They never lose their cool.
Expand your mind. But I've got a better source of information.
Yeah. What's going on? Beat Down Brown in the house, Dirty 30 with my man Cool Mo E. What's going on, brother?
We got it. We here, man. We here. Yeah, man. I don't want to waste no time, man. I don't want to, hold you too long. Let's go ahead and rip. Let's get into it, fam.
All right. So, right now, did a little special thing. I always try to be a little creative with the names of the joints and
right on.
See how they fit together. So with this one, I called it "Got My Mojo Back," and it started off one of our legends. We was talking about him a few episodes back, and it's crazy that we was actually talking about him a few episodes back because now here you go, we talking about him. And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and let the video speak for itself, and then we'll go in on it. But yeah, we got my man the D.O.C.
D.O.C. isn't giving up. D.O.C. isn't giving up on reclaiming his voice. A shot he got thanks to an old friend.
Fab Freddy asked me if I would be interested in building an album using AI technology.
I just felt it was a no-brainer for somebody like him to have an opportunity to kind of bring some music to the world.
Fab Five Freddy connected Curry to the AI company Suno.
The world ain't ready for this. That's the closest one.
And its CEO, Mikey Schulman.
We're teaching the machine what Doc used to sound like.
We witnessed the early stages in Dallas.
When this thing happens, it sounds like a real me.
Curry will record music and Suno will use his voice from older songs to make it match what he sounded like before the accident.
Aren't there ethical issues here?
Of course, I think this one is a slam dunk. Letting Doc recreate the voice that he has in his head that he's not been able to get out there for the last 35 years, I can think of no better use of this technology.
That's
So
it.
there we go, man. I mean, it spoke for itself, but we talked about what episode was that when we were talking about his pen and everything else? It's like, yo, for real, the landscape of the West got reshaped by him not being there. I mean, yeah, he was still penning for folks. He was still in the background. He was still, doing stuff in the background because you could hear him on the Chronic. He was in that $1,000 sack pyramid. And all that other stuff.
He was also behind your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. He was the one who was telling cats, keep it or leave it. You know what I mean? He was doing that, So like you said, he shaped it one way or the other, whether he's in front of the mic or he was, taking notes, or reviewing other MC's lyrics and saying yeah or nay. So yeah, his hand is sculpted the whole West Coast sound of that era. And I don't know what else he's been up to, but this is what AI is made for. And I don't know what the hell she's talking about, ethical implications on that. It's like, it's him doing him.
This is where people ask stuff in dumb manners because, I get where the question could be. And we know how sound bites can go. This show is dangerous for the fact of we got our voices out there and it could be chopped and screwed all to be damned. Make it sound like we said something we didn't say. But in all reality, I can see where she's coming from with saying having this technology to recreate a voice and be able to use it and knowing someone speaking through this voice and creating a whole different persona again. Is there ethical concerns there? And in this case, it's like, and maybe she didn't complete the statement properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, with having this technology, is there a problem with that? And not completing that statement. He's like, okay, just like you said, Screwface, like this his voice. We just giving it back to him. What are you talking about?
Only thing that's dead is the voice that he used to have, not a physical person. It's not like how you go and scroll through TikTok and you'll see a Biggie new verse and Pac new verse through AI, and it's a little spooky. I get that aspect of it, but lady, again, it's him doing him. That's
Yeah.
it. He's
I
not
mean
trying to be nobody else but him from the 90s. So
you got screwed up stuff like you got that Drake and that Weekend song that was out
right,
that they
right.
actually went as far as to say it could be eligible for a Grammy. It's like, what the
See,
hell?
I get that part, but
It's
this is
this
different,
is not
lady.
that.
Focus on what we're talking about here. We're talking about one of the greats that people, should, you know, be giving this man his flowers from the top down. And part 2 of this is where's Dr. Dre at in this whole mix? He should have been like right next to him, like, yeah, I'm cooking right now. Your whole new album. I got something. Go in the vault and pick whatever you want. I got something. And no
I'm with
charge.
you. I'm with that, but on the flip side of it, you have a numerous ways of looking at it because this goes back to the point we made last episode with the fact of when you're a legend like that, you have that quality, you do your thing like that.
Mhm.
All that said, you can pick any producer you want. You can
I
get
know.
any sound you want. You can get let's go to the honesty of it. You can go get your baby mama's band. He can go holler at Erica's band and
True.
it makes some
I'm just
legendary
I'm
stuff.
I'm
I
just
got
saying, man,
you saying with Dre.
I want his if they put this together as a complete album, I want it to be like all hands on deck when they did The Chronic, when they did Doggy Style. Hell, even when they did Illmatic. All of my favorite producers did that one. So something like that. I want all hands on deck. I want like a beacon out saying, the D.O.C is back. Who's winning?
I mean, if we gonna go there, if you want to, you say you wanted all hands on deck. Go back
All
to we
hands.
went all
All
hands
hands.
back to when no one could do it better. If you go back to that album,
All
Drake and stuff,
hands.
dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody. I want all hands. I want a gumbo. I want everybody. And he's from Texas, so everybody. I want everybody. All hands. I want a little piece of everything,
A,
just
D,
so I could get.
a DOC and Bun B track.
Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? I want a gumbo. All hands on deck for this dude right now. Please. If y'all hearing this, please get at
And
everybody and be like, he's getting back. He's getting back at it. So please,
actually,
all hands.
being the fact that the next joint is about being messy, I want the messiest, dopest track ever. I need all of the baby daddies of Erica to do a track together. I need
Dude,
3,000 DOC
dude,
and
that would,
J
like they
Elect on the
said,
same
man.
track.
Yes, sir. That would be a super group. And don't, dude, you put that out there. I love you for that. That was awesome. That would be great. Like, look, I can do it. Dre, come in. Jay, come in. Please, and just that would be awesome. That if they did that, that'd be enough for me. I don't even care about the producers. If they could just get all the dudes, the legacy of Miss Badu on the track.
Her band and the kids on the hook.
All in house, all in house.
Because the girls could sing, and I heard Andre's son could rap.
So there it is, man. I mean, it wouldn't get any better than that, man. That would be love. But hopefully, they put together a nice piece, and I hope it's not fluff, and I hope it's some real shit.
First of all, I'm gonna need you back off the disrespect on that. We know what DOC's pen look like. The
Right.
pen alone is gonna make sure
Got
it's
you.
not fluff.
Got you. I'm just saying, man. I don't want him catering to what's
Right.
out now. I want him to just
Shh.
come out and just blaze it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know if the DOC. See, we have to call Tank in on this one to weigh in
Right.
on this one.
Right.
I don't know if the DOC could even remotely appeal to what's going on right now. Besides the fact that he's so hard that everybody would have to. Cats
Right,
will
I
start
mean,
buying Lokes again.
I think I don't know if she was referring to him about to change the game and pretty much make cats, step their G up. But now is the game's been so diluted. We in the old head lane. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, y'all actually saying something. Don't nobody want to hear that. It's like preaching. Like, kids don't want to hear that. They want mumble, motherfucker, perk, 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 perk. That goofy shit,
It's
booty hole brown,
it's some cats. There's some new cats out there doing it, man. Because I
It's
can
a
see
couple.
I can see a DOC and Jed joint, man. JID
Oh,
and
oh,
DOC.
oh, yes, sir, man. What's that? Earth Gang? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
D.O.C, I know you working right now. Please holler at the cats here, the Dirty 30 executive produce your project. We'll go ahead and get it hooked up. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure,
Because
for sure.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Go ahead and holler at you being another cat that was a West Coast cat with East Coast love. Go get Cuban Razzcast and
Oh,
go ahead and make that happen.
yeah.
We give you ideas right now. This is free game. We're not going to charge y'all for it,
Not at
but we
all.
do have a budget. We're
And
gonna go
we
ahead and hit the Schwebel room. There's a little banner going at the bottom. Hit the Schwebel room. Holler at Cool Mo E and Beat Down Brown. We go ahead and take care of you right now. If you don't want to deal with all them other producers, I got you locked down on the beats too. We got you. It's not a problem.
all
It's no
in-house. We got
problem.
you. Yeah, if you watch the program, we spitballing right now, but just get us in a room and I'm sure we could come up with something colossal, but the shit we already laid out right now is enough to, take it there, to really, really change the landscape off of one joint. Like I said, I want the gumbo. You dropped, him and Bun B on the track, him and Jay on the track. Everybody come out. You know what I'm saying? For this one, everybody get a piece.
I think you would have so many people ready to.
You know who else is pretty much like one of his number one fans as well? Fucking Eminem.
Oh, M would lose it. Him
See
and
what I'm
Red on the
saying?
joint,
Dude. Yep. It's
yeah,
coming.
man.
It's
Yeah,
coming.
man.
It's coming.
It-
It's coming.
yo,
Yesterday prices ain't today's prices. Watch.
yo, man.
Watch this space.
That would be a double disc worth having.
Right.
I
Right.
know this cat 30 they said 35 years. I don't know how accurate that is. I didn't bother. I don't have notes today. I
Got you.
chilled
Got you.
today. So
Got
I
you.
don't know if 30, but I know cats
It
like
gotta
that
be. It
don't.
gotta be about 35. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that
So
was, we've been out of school over, yeah.
yeah,
So
a couple years, couple years.
yeah, a couple years.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, it's about 35. Yeah. Hmm.
I ain't
But
been out of school that long, man.
I got you. I got you. I hear you loud and clear as a young man. But yeah, that
But
sounds about right. And
all realism involved with it, what we're looking at here with this right here is literally a legend that everybody admires, wants to mess with, wanted to deal with. And I know if you look at Grandmaster Caz, who got notebooks all the way back from the 80s, I
mhm,
know D.O.C got notebooks on notebooks on notebooks.
mhm.
It's just like, yeah, man, go ahead and make that double disc. It's not going to be overkill, dog.
Not at all.
Go and holler at everybody, get that production up. It's gonna be crazy. So on the get your mojo back right there, that right there is a yeah, baby. All right, we can go ahead and hit that transition. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, we can hit this
Transition.
transition. Oh, I don't even know if I want to go to this one, man. This one
Come on,
is so
fam.
foul. It's foul, but I got a little outlook on this one too.
Okay.
I don't know how much I feel it is what it is, but here we go.
What else have you been doing besides OnlyFans? And what have y'all been going through financially that you felt you had to do this?
I've had a bartending service called Cocktail Hour with Kiss since I've been here. I have a moving company called Major Movers and Cleaning. And then I also have a massage business called the Body Rub Babes.
Nice. Do the Body Rub Babes travel?
Yes, they do.
Are you one of the Body Rub Babes?
Well, I have been, but now I kind of like,
Could you be?
nervous to do anything.
But if I wanted you to be one of my Body Rub Babes, like, would you be a Body Rub Babe for me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Now, because I don't mean to be a professional or anything like that, but I can't stop looking at your cleavage. It's your cleavage is popping, babe. No, you can leave it how it was, man. You can leave it exactly how it was, man. Right now I'm thinking about cleavage and the Body Rub Babes, but now don't cover her. It's cool.
It's like,
Yeah, babe. I'm sorry to get off track, man, but sorry about that kiss. We'll talk afterwards, but about the Body Rub Babes and everything else. But yeah, you just threw me off for a minute.
If it's not me, it'd be someone equally as beautiful, I promise.
I mean, yeah, I see why Joe is a little upset. You are very, very pretty, and from at least the stomach up, you're sexy and gorgeous, to say the least.
Yeah, man. I
Okay.
don't know who's worse. I don't know who's worse in this one, man. It was just Cam. Bro, you know Joe going through some shit right now, man. Like you don't kick a dude when he's down like that. You know, don't and then her reaction, she, defaulted back to that, that little hood rat, that little groupie, shall I say. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
2 things on this one.
Mhm.
One, shout out to Joe. I feel bad for you, dude. This
Right.
is played.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you messed up. Oh, first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to Old Painless and anybody who says it's a lie. Anybody that says my man does not take up for the ladies. He said, go back to the last 3 PMD. He said the lady was right. He sided with the lady on that one.
Yeah.
He said the lady was right. Now, Joe had Vlad, the biggest culture vulture of them all, had Joe on and asked
Mhm.
Joe, how do you feel about this? Did you see this? And Joe was like, oh, no, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't looked at nothing. I don't know nothing. And he played it for him. And then Joe
Yeah.
sitting up there. I'm sorry. I'll finish what I'm saying. Now I'll go back to it. And then Joe is up there, is like, see, no. And Vlad brought up, you said that she'd have talked to you about this, everything had been fine, and you'd have told her to go on and do it and blah, blah, blah. This really, 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 really smells like some what's it, Adam 22, some no
22.
jumper action. Like, what's going on. You acting dumb to run the promos or to push the numbers up.
I don't want to go there with that because I watched a couple of those clips from Vlad or whatever, and he pretty much said, "Bruh, I found out when she was recording, that she had this, OnlyFans." Where he's like, I was walking through the house and I was walking past her on the couch. He was like, when that recording you saw us going through it, he's like, that was the day I found out, and that's when we were discussing it. And then Vlad broke it down. I was like, hold on, time out. So, she recorded it and then, posted it. He was like, yeah, it wasn't live. She was just recording it. He was like, oh, that's a game changer. That's something completely different. Now, if they were doing some promo shit, they would have went live, or they would, she would have went live right then and there. But nah, she sat back, recorded it, and did whatever she had to do to it, and she uploaded it. You know, but yeah, dude seemed like, think about it, man. 16 years in the league, we ain't never heard no shit about him.
No.
Never. Until this shit pop up, and it's like now his whole NBA legacy is tied to this bullshit right now. Camron hitting on your wife. Wife, because they're not divorced.
No, not at all.
You see what I'm saying? It's so fucked up, man.
Why I'm saying this just smells like promo to me. In the
Okay.
case of promo for shit like this, no press is bad press. And no, I mean, yeah,
There's no such
press
thing
is
as
bad press.
there's
No press is bad press. So any
Right.
press is good press.
Mhm.
And the fact of the matter is, the minute it's put out there and homeboy is hurt and doing the rounds, unfortunately, we live in a looky-loo culture where everybody wants to see what the car wreck looked like. They ain't
Yeah.
necessarily jumping out to go help. And so, like he said on the Vlad interview, cats up there hit me up talking about what kind of pictures she posts on like that. Dog, and I understand you're busy. You may not be involved in somebody's life or whatever like that. But you're telling me you ain't never crossed your wife's IG. You're telling me at no point
He
are you
doesn't
whatever. And if your paper is off like that and you're not generating paper, and all of a sudden the lights is still on,
Mhm.
all of a sudden your Netflix subscription is still up, the internet is still running, everything else, you ain't asked no questions.
I'm sure this dude, he's not totally tapped out, but he can't go out and drop like he used to. Because, like I said, again, if you listen to the interview, fam, when you say I think this is a skit, this dude don't look comfortable at all talking about any of this shit. Like, she know how private I am. That's a whole nother conversation. He's still a little standoffish about really, putting everything out there like that. And he said, when I retired, I was also going through a divorce and I got 6 kids. So chop all that money he got, half to the divorce, the rest, child support and everything else. 6 kids,
Right.
So I'm
So
sure the bills are getting paid. She just can't go do this, that, and the third or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's not completely tapped, but
not
we
not
both got to work.
not completely tapped, but I didn't bother to look where they live. But let's just go there. I was speaking with somebody before, not about this situation, but was just talking about, current housing market and all that stuff. And they was talking about property tax and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Dog,
Mhm.
I'm sure if you are bumping into her recording, means you got a pretty large house.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure you are not living in, East Cleveland. So
No diss to Cleveland. No diss to Cleveland,
no,
man.
I'm looking at laws of averages. That's
Gotcha.
why I didn't even say Cleveland as a whole.
Yeah.
I said East
Yeah, East
Cleveland. I went
Cleveland.
I
Gotcha.
I went there and hollered at Bone. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Is we looking at it for real. You're not paying those property taxes. That's a crack in the mouth, and that's something different than your day-to-days.
Yeah, I
So
mean, like I said,
when we
I
look
understand when, people saying, they getting a little bit, down bad. But if you're a dude like kind of like myself, man, I don't have an IG. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on any of that stuff like that, whatever. This is about as good as, I'm gonna get right now is this. But yeah, not on Facebook and all the other shit. Like you said, people are calling him, hitting him up, like, man, have you seen this? And they were like, well, she tried to retort and say, well, he has an OnlyFans. He was like, yeah, I got one so I could see what the hell she was doing. He was like, and if you look to see when I was created it, it was that day to find out
wow.
what the hell was going on. Like that's what I'm saying, man. I don't think this is a stunt. He got blindsided,
Wait,
and still.
he got wait, that's you got an OnlyFans to see what she was up to and doing, dog. You just paid a subscription fee like everybody else did. You full of shit. I'm telling you, man, it's a
And I'm sure he doing
we
the rounds with Vlad. He's getting a check for it because Vlad was like, "Look, we'll shoot you a quick 5K, 10 bands. Come on, tell your side of the story." That's it.
my thing about it is this. We in our current climate and situation, we ain't done with Mr. Camron. We gonna get there real quick. But
All
we
right.
know what blindside and hurt look like,
Yeah.
aka cue the will memes. We know what blindside and hurt look like.
Mhm.
Homeboy was sitting up there. I mean, somebody put his favorite rabbit in the microwave, dog. He was done.
Facts.
So you go there and you find out, I'm putting the air quotes on it. You find out
Mhm.
that she got this source of income
Mhm.
and you're hurt. I'm not saying you just like, dang man, if could you have found some way to not let it link back to me? But at the same time, you knew what was cracking. Like if
Yeah,
you
I'm sh
could you do it and put a full mask on or something, whatever it was, but
I
still,
think
dog.
what hurts the most, fam, is not that she did it and he wasn't up on it. You coming from the people from the outside, like, "Hey, man, have you seen your wife? What you talking about? Oh, she
Ed,
up on she doing this in the
I'm
spare bedroom."
I'm gonna hit you with Ed Love on that one. Come on, son.
I'm just saying, man. That's all. She said, she's going through talking about he had they was gonna do some shit on there with an extra chick, and he was like, what extra chick? This is the first time hearing about, this threesome shit or whatever. Like she said, she's trying to keep that 5 minutes of fame going. She's running with it because it's paying bills. I get it.
Now, what I will say is suspect and Cam is 110% dirty, but he's playing that Howard Stern game.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's that shock jock. It goes
yeah,
with your image. It's what you're supposed to do when
yeah,
you're in that light. It's no
yeah.
different. I wouldn't see Nori playing it differently. Joe, I would see playing it a little bit differently if it was Joe.
I don't
But
think Nori would because Nori's married and that would lead to something, something else. I don't think Nori would get down like that. But
I'm
go ahead.
saying for he probably would have cleared it at home and would have made a joke about it
Okay.
like that.
Right.
It would have been for the jokes.
Got
And
you. Got you.
basically he would have got the checks and balances. Cause I'm not saying somebody like Howard Stern is trying to bed down everybody that every porn star or whatever they talks to foul when he's on his show, but it goes with the show format.
Right.
So I'm
And
saying what Camron is doing the show format.
right.
Is it greasy? Crazy. Oh, it's crazy. That's why you get
It's
a oh behave
it's a
on
W
that one.
that's a
But
straight up and down
it's
WD-40, man.
it's
That's
greasy on it.
man.
But what I will say is, homegirl, nobody's saying come out there like a school marm, right? Nobody's
Huh?
saying be up there with a turtleneck up to here and everything else. But
Right.
you dog, she had everything short of having her belly button in the shot. Like you saw the video. I played the
Yeah,
video for
man.
a reason. I had the clip, and we didn't just talk about it. I had the video sitting there so you could see where my man's eye line was. He's like,
Right.
yo, I'm looking at you.
Your
This
cleavage
is
is cleavaging, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, you know.
and when I only heard it audio wise first. I
Yeah.
was listening to it. I didn't look at it. So I'm up
Yeah.
there, it's like, oh, homegirl got a little tank top on or something like that. And he just out of pocket. No, when I was up there, it's like, that's not cleavage anymore, man. That's you
She came to play. That's why I said I'm mad at both of them. She came to
yeah,
play, you know,
yeah,
and
you did.
he did what he's supposed to do, but damn it, that was still some,
And that's
you
why I
know.
said this is a promo tour. This ain't and her and Joe are both doing it. You're getting your paper up. You're working the angles. Y'all ain't gonna be Shanice and Flex. I get it. Y'all ain't
That's
gonna be
wrong.
Shanice and Flex.
You don't have to do that, man. But yeah, that's cold.
Hey,
Yeah.
she's like, I got a marketable skill.
Yeah.
This is still popping off. So I need you to act like this is bugging you.
Yeah.
And we gonna act like it came out of nowhere because I capped out at this many viewers. But if we do this
Yeah, man.
to the moon, baby.
She went back to her default. Like, you met me in P Valley, so don't be surprised if, you know, if my money get funny and I got to go back out there and do my thing in the spare bedroom. You know, so take that or go ahead and sign those papers. So I'm curious to see how this plays out, man. I don't know how this shake. How do you think, you know, it'll go as far as them staying together or what?
If I think I'm right, unless I see a divorce within the next year.
Okay. All right. We'll
If
definitely do a follow up.
if we hear about counseling, yeah, man. Yeah, we had counseling. Yeah, you had counseling. You went up there, took care of you know, Penn Power. Y'all went and took care of everything. You know, that mortgage got cleared off. And look, your slate was right, everything was in the green. Yeah, that counseling went real good, man.
Yeah. If they level up and like you said, man, and they get a series or something. You know
Oh,
how that go.
if they leverage this into a series or at least like a freaking podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
It's yeah, man.
All right, man. Like you said, we got this time capsule, son. We can come back and be like, man, you know, Beat Down was right. He called it. He smelled bullshit from the gate. You know, was like, this ain't nothing but a stunt. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I watched dude and his reaction, fumbling his words, trying not to cuss. And you know, I might have told Vlad to turn that shit off, you know, immediately. But I don't know, you know, like you get part of the money during the recording, and then once we finish, you get the other half. You know, I don't know. He was held hostage, but yeah, I don't know if I could have sat back and watched that whole interview with Camron, and you know, it's more embarrassing. I know he's not even tripping on Cam doing what Cam does. It's just how his wife, you know, played into it. Or I can't even say play into it. She just, you know, default.
You brought the product to the stage. That's all I'm saying. You brought the product to the stage. He's up there,
You
like,
know
hey,
what you bought.
like that's like when you see people up there, it's like, oh yeah, so you got a new cookie line. Yeah, here they are right here. These are what the cookies look like. Hey, want to taste the cookie?
Hey, bro, you gonna marry her? I get kicking it with her, but you gonna cuff that after coming out of the divorce? Right? You don't make good decisions on that side, bro. You don't make good decisions that way. But teach his own. And
shout out to Deeper Dives Dialogues Unlimited. They talk about athletes and they good decisions. Yeah, there's a whole lot of air quotes on this one.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get carpal tunnel with that, man. Yeah, because it's gonna be a lot of that. So yeah, man. We did it again. Another
Dirty
30.
30.
Thank you, bro.
Want to thank
What's
the
up?
new subs. I've seen links online with people promoting this show. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody supporting. Shout out to my niece. Thank you, baby. You're up there putting me on Front Street. I got folks up there hitting me up. Folks who's watching what's supposed to be watching. I cuss on here. They wasn't supposed to know that. I be live on here. Nah. But seriously, I thank everybody that is coming in, subscribing, sharing.
Spread the love.
But
Spread
we
the love.
need y'all to comment. Tell us what you like that we doing. Tell us what you don't like. Troll us if you want. We coming for you if you troll us. Don't worry.
Hate watch, please. Hate watch is still a watch and a like or whatever. Yeah, hate watch. Please do all that stuff.
And share. Get in touch with us. Tell us what you want to hear. Let us know what's cracking. But yo, it's been another Dirty 30. Cool Mo E, Beat Down Brown. We'll be back at you again. Don't forget about the rest of Schwebel Room. Just check it out, man.
3MD, the whole lineup. Check us all out, please.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.